Okay, welcome to BENUE Most Good with Mr. Ogbu Innocent on Ogbomedia TV. You can get us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. We are there. So we encourage you to follow us, follow our page, subscribe to our page, like, drop your comments, share this video. And if you believe that BENUE must good, write it in the comments. If you believe in the administration of His Excellency Reverend Father HYACINTH ALIA and Sam Ode, the doctor, write it in the comment that through this administration, BENUE must good. You know why I have that confidence? If our leaders work in all departments, BENUE must be good. I have this confidence that we have all the resources to make BENUE good. And I believe strongly that through the administration of His Excellency, Reverend Father HYACINTH ALIA and Sam Ode, BENUE must be good. The entire people of BENUE voted for the good of BENUE. Let me start like this. We are not rushing His Excellency, the man for the job. We are not rushing him. We are not rushing him at all. But because of the task ahead of him, but because of the job he applied for, he know how underdevelopment, he know all the level of underdevelopment in BENUE State, he know about the bad road in BENUE State, he know about how BENUE State, the level of destruction here before he applied for the job. And God grace, the people of BENUE State has saddled him with the tax. So we believe in the administration of His Excellency Reverend Father HYACINTH ALIA and the Dr. Sam Ode. And I am challenging the Department of Revenue Generation in BENUE State to work. This message this time go directly to the Department of the Revenue Generation in BENUE State to work. But if you turn the department to enrich yourself and your family, be one. For BENUE will fetch you, BENUE will come after you, and they will fetch you out. And not only that, I am calling all the sons and daughters of BENUE home and away to support the administration of His Excellency Reverend Father HYACINTH ALIA and Sam Ode, the doctor, to support the administration of our time. This is our time, and it's a project in the hands of BENUE people, not only the governor, not only the deputy governor, not only the 10th assembly, not only all the sons and daughters of BENUE must come together and build this state. And as BENUE pikin where you be, as BENUE pikin where you be, anything you need to do, anything you need to say to make BENUE good, please do it and please say it. And BENUE must be good. And BENUE must be good. This is not the time to criticize the administration, because the previous administration has caused a lot of damages in the state. So this is not the time to criticize, to insult, to talk bad, talk ill of this administration at all. We should put that aside. Rather, we should support the administration of His Excellency, the project in their hand to rebuild Benue, to reconstruct Benue, to do great and wonderful things in Benue. We should support them with all that we have. If you can talk, support. In any area you can support, please do that. Not to criticize the administration. Even if we are to criticize, it is the previous administration that we must criticize, not this one that has just taken up. How many months has this taken up? So we are not to criticize this administration, rather we are to join our hands together. We are to join our hands together. Let's come together, join our hands together. We wash, Bible, as people do say that it takes two hands to wash. This hand will wash this one, and this one will wash this one, to make the two hands cleanse. That is it. So thank you very much. As I earlier said, Benue must good through the administration of His Excellency Reverend Father HYACINTH ALIA. And if you believe that, drop it in your comment. And Benue must good. Where are you watching from? From Lagos, from Port Harcourt, any part of the state of the country, any state of the country, any part of the country, anywhere in the world that you are watching, and you prayed, you walk, your intention is that Benue must good. Please drop your comment, share this message till it get to where it's supposed to get to, and follow this page for more updates. As I earlier said, we are there on Twitter, Ogbo TV. We are there on Facebook, Ogbo TV. We are there on YouTube, Ogbo TV. Thank you very much. And for states to develop, for states to be good, for states to have all the resources, all the money to build every necessary thing in the state, there must be a revenue. If there is no revenue in the state, if the people do not pay their tax, the government, this present administration, cannot do anything. That is why, for Benue to good, for Benue to be good, we come up with ways and how we make Benue good. Number one, we will take them one after the other. Number one that we will take today is the revenue generation. You know, for a state to develop, for a state to construct roads and build bridges and build government houses, pay salaries, do all kind of things a state supposed to do, if that state fail to generate revenue, that state cannot go far. And if a state develop that habit of sharing formula, the one that come from the federal project, the federal project that come, they share it, they use part to pay salary, the remaining one they share it among themselves, that state cannot develop. So we come up with number one, revenue generation. Revenue generation. So any state or administration that don't generate revenue or do not know how to generate revenue cannot do much for its people. Any administration that don't know how to generate revenue and do not generate revenue cannot do much for his people. And we come up under the revenue, we have quite numbers of them, but we are going to take under revenue, we have a lot of them. We have like the motorcycle, how to generate revenue from the motorcycle and from the cyclist. So we want to take that today. So we have up to 12 ways to generate revenue, but we are taking number one today, which is the motorcycles and the cyclists, popularly known as Okada. Motorcycle people, those private ones and the commercial one. So government can as well generate revenue from there. Motorcycles and cyclists. When you come to Benue, go to all the 23 local government areas in Benue State. It is so hard, and you hardly see a motorcycle with a plate number. That is it. You hardly see motorcycle with plate number. So under this motorcycle motorcycle and cyclists, because there are two things there. Motorcycle, we have some that use it for private and we have some that use it for commercial. So the motorcycle users and the cyclists. So from there, government can generate revenue. And only this motorcycle, let's see, we will see 5 things, 5 areas that government can generate revenue from motorcycles. Number 1, let's talk about the plate number. I will call them before I explain. Number 1, BENUE plate number. Number 2, renewal of particulars. Renewal of particular every year. Number 3, motorcycle emblem. Motorcycle emblem. Number 4, rider's card. Rider's card. Number 5, state government daily revenue receipts. That one is for the cyclists. That is state daily revenue receipts. That is for the states. Okay, let me take them one after the other. Let's take number 1, number 1, plate number. Let's talk about the plate number. So almost all the motorcycles in Benue State do not have plate number. Who is losing? The state is losing. They have money to buy motorcycle and they did not have money to buy the plate number, and they apply the road that government is building with their money. They make use of the road, the bridges that state government is building and constructing with their money. So Benue, this administration must make it compulsory that every motorcycle users must have plate number. Not only in Makurdi, like high level part, like that area of high level, is only there that you see motorcycles with plate number. When you come down to Wuruku, another part of Makurdi, which is the capital of the state, you will not see any motorcycle with plate number. Talk more of Boko, talk more of Otukpo, talk more of Ohimini, talk more of Oju, talk more of all the 23 local government areas in Benue State. Please, Benue and this administration must do something about it. Very, very urgent. And how can we do it? How can we do it? We set up task force. We set up task force to enforce this. The work of the task force is, if any any motorcycle that is moving on the road without plate number, that motorcycle will be arrested with the owner and fined. But before that, month warning, like 2-month warning or 3-month warning must have been given. After the 3-month warning or 2 or 1 month warning, if they did not take heed to the warning, then the task force will come out. And not only task force, let's empower all the security agencies like police, like VIO, like civil defense, like vigilante, all the security agencies in Benue State to enforce this. You know why? If you did not collect the plate number and they catch you, you spend 5 to 10,000 in their hands. No one will tell them before they will run to have it. Then, apart from the plate number, let me chip in another thing under the plate number. The state government can give employment to people by setting up this task force. They will get their daily earning or salary from there, and the production of these plate numbers, yes, you get people to do that. Then state is now generating jobs for people. That is very, very welcoming. Another two thing under Okada generation revenue, or motorcycle or cyclist generating revenue. The second thing there is renewal of particulars. You know what surprises me? When they don't even have plate number, talk more of the renewing of the papers. So once they have that plate number yearly, every year, they will renew the paper. Even the only motorcycle that I saw plate number on was the one that a state government supplied. So when they supply, they attach plate number. After that, nothing like renewing the particulars any longer. They use from years to years. And you will see a motorcycle users all the way from Makurdi to Boko, no plate number. Police will not stop them. Soldiers on the way will not stop them. VIO will not stop them. From Makurdi to Otupo, from Makurdi to any part of the state. And all these security agencies, the one that surprises me is like the one of VIO, vehicle inspector officers. That is their work. So they stand there. Once you give them 100 naira, they pass you. You give them 50 naira, they pass you. Who is losing? The state is losing very much. So state government should do something about this to renew for the renewal of particulars. Very, very important. The renewal of particulars. The top thing there, motorcycle emblem. Under this motorcycle emblem, if all the motorcycles in Benue State, look at how large the number is. If all the motorcycles in Benue State have this emblem or sticker, as you call it, on their motorcycle, so state will generate revenue from there. Though there are people, there are checkpoints everywhere checking the emblem like that. But what they do, the number one, they concentrate only on the Okadas. No, it's not only the Okadas that need the emblem. Once you have a motorcycle in Benue State, you must have that sticker as a state sticker so that you pay to the state. Another thing, riders cards. You know, if drivers will have their driving license, what stop the motorcycles users to have the rider cards? What stop the motorcycle users to have the rider card? You know, from there, from where they are producing the plate number, then they are producing the rider card. Everybody, once you use a motorcycle, you must have it, either you like it or not. The last thing there, under the motorcycle and cyclist generating revenue, The number 5 thing there is the state yearly revenue receipts. The state daily revenue receipts. Very, very important. I was doing my research, going through everywhere, asking those Okadas, the cyclists. You know what they said? They said there is nothing like state receipt or local government receipt. It surprises me. They use the road. If the road is not built, how can they use the road? If state government did not construct road, how is it possible for them to use the road? So there must be this daily revenue receipts in the state for the cyclists. You know why I have this idea? I live in Lagos. In Lagos, in a day, you will not go out if your papers expired. If not, before you from here reach there, police are there, VIOs are there, how is it, the other people, the yellow fevers, they are there everywhere. If you are free from here, you will not be free at the front. They are everywhere. Even riders card, they will hold you. You spent a lot of money. I remember when the VIO hold me at a Mashalashi runabout. If you are coming to Yanapaya, my brother, you know what they suffered me? They take the vehicle to their office and they give me papers to Alausa to go and pay. If you pay in Alausa, then you bring the paper back to them, then you pay them mortgage. The days, the weeks that vehicle parked there, they are going to charge you. So after that day, I still love the sporting. That is it. So let's come back to this state daily receipts, revenue receipts. You know what this park do? They concentrate on their revenue like the national. They make sure that every cyclist that come out, what are they contributing to the development of the state? And they collect to eat. They collect and they eat. So let state government introduce state daily revenue receipts for every cyclist to have it. If a cyclist known as Okada, if they can make up to 3, 4, 5,000, even at times 6,000, 7,000 a day, and they are not contributing to the development of the state, why are we complaining? So we must work on that. And people say, how is that going to be possible? Let me break it down. In very, very simple. Not only to set up task force. If you go to local government like Makurdi, you go to Makurdi local government or Boko local government or Tukpo local government, you know the numbers of the registered parks that are there. That is number one. Then if you, after knowing the numbers of the registered park, every cyclist, every Okada must register with a park. Then you have the list of the registered park, the list of the registered, the list of the registered vehicle, motorcycle that are there. Like if you come to OCB junction, how many vehicles are registered here? Like that all over the state. Then you set a local government revenue receipt already, they are there, like the local government, the secretariat. Then you put task force over all the parks. As they collect every day, they remit in the evening to the local government. Very, very simple. So That is how and where we bring it to a close today, because it's very, very important that states generate revenue. It's very, very important you do your part, I do my part. We will go to the other areas. We will just take in only the motorcycles and the cyclists. We will go to other areas. The vehicles are there, the trucks, the lorries are there. The state can generate revenue. And I want to give this word of advice to the state. All these people you put in the checkpoints, they are not doing anything. They are there to eat the state money. They are there, they collect from these people, because look at the numbers of vehicles, look at the number of motorcycles, look at the number of trucks that ply the road every day. So how are they remitting? So thank you very much. As I earlier said, talk your own, make Benue better. Talk your own, make Benue good. Do your part, make I do my part. Let's put our hands together and build Benue. Let's put our hands together and support the administration of His Excellency Reverend Father HYACINTH ALIA. Thank you. I remain my humble self, Mr. Ogbu Innocent. And this is Ogbo Media TV. As I earlier said, we are there on YouTube, we are there on Twitter, we are there on Facebook. You can follow us for more updates. You share, you subscribe, you like, drop your comment. What I want to hear from Benue people is Benue must good. Benue must good. Benue must good. Thank you very much, and God bless you. We meet tomorrow.